the beginning of a perfect formal cooperation between our two organizations. And today, we are so lucky to have the UNDP resident representative with us. And we thank him for coming. May we give the UNDP resident representative a very good round of applause. So to start this event this morning, and before any further ado, may I take this opportunity to invite the Director of Planning, who is going to give us a little bit of some remarks for this event today. Director of Planning, please.
Acting Vice Chancellor and Deputy Vice Chancellor, Finance, Planning, Finance and Administration, Professor Alain Moshe, Mr. Shigeki, UNDP representative, member of management, the delegation from UNDP, member of media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. May I take this opportunity to welcome all of you in this special event of signing ceremony. Today, I'm very happy to see this meeting happen. This meeting is just an indication that we now make our dream into reality. So may welcome you, all of you, without taking or without wasting the time. May I welcome the Acting Vice Chancellor to continue with our timetable. Thank you.
The UN representative, Mr. Shigeki, the delegates from UNDP, our colleagues, management, all protocols observed, good morning. It's my great pleasure and honor to have you, Mr. Shigeki, the UN representative, here at the university, Mzumbe University. I just learned that this is your first time to be in this building. This is going to be our new administration building and soon be moving here. So you are very much welcome to this area of the university, the so-called Maekani. And in this collaboration, we believe that we are going to have many projects within this area as well. UNDP is actually a very reputable institution. It's worldwide known for its strength in terms of capacity building, in terms of working together in teams. So we are actually very proud that we have been able to forge this relationship up to this time. We are sure that we are going to have a very good relationship, especially in enforcing the UNDP vision and Mzumbe University mission, in coming up with projects that will let us fulfill our strategic plans. Just a simple reflection on this project before we come to this MOU signing, the journey. It all began when Mzumbe University participated in a meeting which was called by the Minister of Finance in Arusha, September 2024. And in that meeting, Mzumbe presented the Upanga investment proposal. Upanga investment project, a proposal was presented there, and it was well received. And the Minister of Finance advised Mzumbe University to engage with development partners, including UNDP, to explore the possibility of coming up with proposals that can be fundable proposals, technical proposals. And in that case, Mzumbe University approached UNDP, and we had meetings. We had a meeting, several meetings. We had virtual meetings. We had physical meetings, technical workshops, and the MOU feedback session was conducted before reaching this day today. So today marks the beginning and a milestone in what has been done previously before reaching this particular stage. In developing this MOU, we are thankful to the UNDP that they came up with a draft of the MOU, and the draft was discussed by Mzumbe University, and we came up with suggestions of improvements. It came to surface that the MOU that was presented to us is standard worldwide, so there's not much we can do in it. However, UNDP agreed that some of our issues will be accommodated in the project document after signing of the MOU. This shows that UNDP is ready to accommodate the interests of Mzumbe University as well. And therefore, we are very thankful to you guys because you show very clearly that you are ready to take the interests of both sides and with mutual respect in making sure that we have a workable and very important MOU. This MOU is very significant because it's a gateway to a long collaboration with UNDP. It actually gives us a structure, a formal framework for implementing the strategic interventions necessary for the university, but for the nation. It looks into the 5th corporate strategic plan of the university and the coming, because next year we're going to start with a new 5-year corporate strategic plan. It looks into the 25th vision of the country. It also looks into the 5-year development plans, the partnerships that supports MU's transformation agendas across various strategies, including the strategy of the university to diversify revenue so that we can achieve our objectives, but also it goes through in dealing with green infrastructure, the governance issues, and sustainability. So it's a very significant MOU, and Mzumbe is looking forward to implementing this with vigor. The Upanga complex, just at a glance, this is a flagship project because we expect to have a 25-story building there, and this is going to enhance the revenue of the university and diversify. We know that the university, the funding at the moment mostly depends on the students' fees. So this is going to diversify sources of funding and therefore create a more sustainable financial environment for the university. It offers academic and commercial facilities, and UNDP will help us to create a feasibility and market studies for this project. Also on architectural and ESG design input, and looking for what we call investor matchmaking and the capital structuring. So we are expecting a lot from this project. But as I said earlier, this collaboration is not only about the Upanga project. This collaboration also is expected to cover many other areas for any all opportunities that arises, especially those that can be implemented by using alternative financing. We will expect support from UNDP, expertise in coming up with projects, because this is a government vision. that government institutions should, public institutions should actually be self-sustainable financially. And we are aiming towards that. And therefore, we are expecting a lot of collaborations in many other projects that may come up. Issues of sustainable campus infrastructure development, joint research on policy and government governance, and capacity building on the ESG compliance, SDG integration, climate adaptation. So a lot of projects are expected here, and we are happy that this Upanga project is one of the projects that will actually look into the green financing. So the buildings will go through a structure that will support green financing. So the next steps in this MOU is to commit ourselves to working swiftly after the MOU signing. We expect that we'll go on to finalize the project document, launching feasibility, topological and geotechnical studies, forming a joint steering committee. We have started doing that. A committee that will cut across various government institutions, convening a technical working group. We'll start very soon. As soon as we sign this, we'll start getting running. So a proactive approach and accountability in managing these implementations of the projects is highly important. And we, as I said, expect that this project will start enhancing our revenue in the universities and diversify the revenue sources. Having said that, Mzumbe University is committed to cooperation and co-creation, transparency, and making impact. So we extend our warm appreciation to Undp leadership and technical teams. This MOU is not the end, but a launching pad for strategic transformation. So I invite all stakeholders to continue this journey together towards a more resilient and prosperous university. Thank you very much. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much, Acting Vice Chancellor. May we give him another good round of applause. I think he reiterated on many aspects of this collaboration, and we hope now, after signing this MOU today, Mr. Shigeki, we will start be running on the implementation part of it. So thank you very much, Vice Chancellor, Acting Vice Chancellor, for those remarks. Now, the next part is the most crucial part, is the signing of MOU. And this is a very legal process, and I would invite our Lende Council, Corporate Council, to guide us in the presentation. But again, may I, Secretary, to remove everything from the table. And my bosses, may I disturb you now? As you are coming in, Mr. Shigeki sat on our right side representing the collaboration with Mzumbe University, and the Vice Chancellor sat on the left side trying to show our importance collaboration with the UNDP. Now, the two of you will have to go back to your protocol seating. Mr. Shigeki, you will move from this side and you will do the other seat. Yes. Now you'll be UNDP and you will be Mzumbe.
Oh, like that one?
Yes. Thank you very much. Legal, please.
One by one.
One by one. And then we show it to the camera.
Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Thank you very much. Now, may I call upon the Secretariat again to present the souvenir to the Acting Vice Chancellor so that we can hand over, we can hand it to the UNDP Resident Representative. This is just a little gesture of kindness. Yes.
So I remind myself all the time.
Yes. I mean, in order for you not to forget, you just put away all the other cups and then you remain with that one.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Maybe please
Thank you.
take our seats as I welcome now Mr. Shigeki for his remarks from UNDP.
Thank you. This is going really fast.
Yeah.
I never seen. I've been checking timetable, and we're getting ahead and ahead of schedule. So it gave me a bit of comfort. A bit like SGR. I took SGR from there this morning. I actually arrived 5 minutes in advance, 5 minutes early. So that's great record for Tanzania. But good morning. Habari za asubuhi. It's really a great honor for me to be here today again at Mzumbe University as we mark a significant milestone in our shared commitment to excellence and development. And I recall Mzumbe University, the first university I have visited since I arrived in Tanzania. And since then, we have visited so many universities in Tanzania because I was so impressed, in a way, when I came for the first time, how our discussion really took off from here about the potential of UNDP and academic institutions working together for the future of Tanzania. So before I go to deeper into it, I shouldn't forget paying my respects for the Vice Chancellor, Deputy Vice Chancellor, honorable faculties, and our distinguished colleagues and guests, and also our friends from the media. This signing is for UNDP very, very important because this is one concrete step we're making in creating a platform with universities so that we can start to move together for the future of Tanzania. Mzumbe is exception that we are signing MOU with one university. After this, Veronica, a woman in red sitting there, she is working on coming up with a group MOU between UNDP and the dozens of other universities in Tanzania to work together on talent development and also academic exchange. But here in Mzumbe, we have additional area of collaboration, which is actually work together to establish your business model for university. So I'd like to first of all acknowledge and also pay special appreciation for all of you for working with us. And now, but even in socioeconomic terms, Tanzania has been making very important progress. So United Nations itself once confirmed Tanzania satisfies all the conditions to graduate from LDC and join the middle income group. And UN being careful not to jump the gun, there'll be one more review in a few years' time to look at how Tanzania is doing. I have no doubt that you pass it by flying colors, and then UN would warmly congratulate Tanzania for really graduating from LDC. That is such an achievement, especially in this kind of global environment. So this is a cause for celebration for all of us. And middle income will create lots of opportunities, as we know. At the same time, middle income would give us very different environment to operate in. So our task is twofold. One is to continue to evolve ourselves and create new talents, new leadership, people with new skills, so that Tanzania will continue to create value addition from within to propel its socioeconomic development. As we talk, if my good friend at Tanzania Investment Center is correct, Tanzania is already generating so much resources from within, which is almost catching up with foreign direct investment. Therefore, it will be more and more so when Tanzania becomes middle income. Tanzania would be creating opportunities on its own. And it is creating so much opportunities. Our friends from abroad are getting interested. They wanted to join us in this prosperity, shared prosperity. And academic institutions has such important role in creating people with right skills, right mindsets, right talents, right kind of leadership, so that all Tanzania will continue to benefit from the shared prosperity we are enjoying and starting to enjoy now. Bringing it to the business side of the university, I said we need to evolve, we need to produce new sets of talents, leadership, and others. It is the same thing. The programming, financial, and operating environment for academic institutions will drastically change. And there'll be high expectations already, but there'll be even higher expectations, not only from the top leadership of the government, but from the people of Tanzania, for academic institutions to thrive in that new environment. And in such environment, often it is not about entitlement, but it is about how we position ourselves, how we continue to convince people with our value addition, and in doing so, how we convince more people to invest in universities. So onus is on us to prove what difference we can make. And I have good confidence. The Mzumbe University is one of such university to break the ground and demonstrate the new ways of academic institutions really producing talents, skills, and leadership, but also establishing its own business model so that while you will continue to enjoy government investment, all the stakeholders, more and more stakeholders of Tanzania will start to invest in university because they see the value in investing for the future of Tanzania. And that's the reason why UNDP is very interested in working with you. UNDP Tanzania has to change as well. Because when Tanzania is graduating from LDC status, become middle income country, our funding environment greatly changes. We will no longer be a donor. I'm very grateful for our friends for remembering good old times, maybe. The UN was a donor. You write letters to UN, very nice letters. I take a look at very nice letters. I have some money to stash out. And when I find, oh, this is good cause, money comes directly from UN to you. Those days are going really fast. They are gone almost. We are in the same boat with you. We also need to convince our partners, maybe foreign partners, but we need to convince more domestic investors, as well as government, that working with us creates more values. Working with us brings you more resources. Working with us makes you more famous for good things. We are partner of Tanzania, may not necessarily be a donor. So what I'm preoccupied with is not necessarily how much money I will get, but in working with you, how much more money I can bring to help your cause. And this MOU is the start of such partnerships. We may not have money on our own. Actually, Tanzania is technically still LDC in UN, and global funding gives priority to LDCs. So we still get a few $1 million a year. Already, though, we are investing that few $1 million a year annually to deliver $34 million last year. So already we are moving up business. Using $1 given to us by global taxpayers, we are getting money from somewhere else so that we can grow that money 10 times. And then when we go into middle income, it's a great story for Tanzania. UNDP has to move further down that line to leverage our small resources to move more resources for you. So now probably you start to understand this traditional notion of donor is fastly going, but we are committed as your partner to think together, add values to your endeavors, advocate for you, connect key stakeholders, make business sense, and hopefully help our common endeavor by bringing other people together in your support. And in the end, to create such an environment that your vision and your endeavors are well understood by so many other people, they really want to come and invest with you in the future of Tanzania in the form of University of Mzumbe. And this is therefore such important endeavor for UNDP. And in working with you, not only in traditional academic exchange, and we would also work with you on talent development, but also we'll work with you to increase the business case for investment in Mzumbe University. If we are part of your endeavor to mobilize resources for your development, that would be the value addition UNDP can bring to you. And of course, if we manage together to convince more people and invest in this university, if UNDP could become a part of your endeavor, so that hopefully, so that maybe you get $100 million, maybe we can manage 2 or 3, that would also keep us afloat and also enable us to do even more for the University of Mzumbe. So that you start to see, this is quite joint endeavor. I would even say this is like a business partnership for value addition. Talent development with value to the academic institution. Since I paid courtesy call to you first before going around other universities, I'm sure Veronica is already working on some curriculum on competency and talent development. She got an award from UNDP, Global Award, for leading that way, bringing our expertise to universities. So we're committed to do that. And then maybe in your area, academic area of interest, maybe we can better connect you with other networks. Maybe we can bring UN's expertise to your teaching. Maybe we can advocate something really good for Tanzania together. So we are going to work together on academia, and I really look forward to coming back here again and run the curriculum on talent and competency development. Because not only it would enrich your curriculum, but probably it's one way we can really contribute to nurturing next generation leaders for Tanzania. And lastly but not least, I look forward to hearing from Emmanuel and the team about how much money UNDP is generating for the University of Mzumbe to realize your goals and your visions, including those building and infrastructures. You be the judge of how successful we are in adding value to your endeavors. We'll be your advocate. We'll be your marketing director. Talking of marketing director, I accompanied Prime Minister to Japan, and I supported the Foreign Minister and Minister Pindichana most recently in Tokyo as well. Some of them actually gave me a bit of nicknames. Oh, Mr. Shigeki Komatsubara is too long. I cannot remember the full name. Can I give you some different names? Maybe Shigeki K. Okay, I said fine. Whatever flies with you, fine. And another name said, maybe Balozi Shigeki, because you keep advocating for Tanzania. I said, thank you for the promotion. And another name they gave me was Marketing Director for Tanzania. And I kind of like the last one best. Because, like resident representative kind of for people who doesn't know us, doesn't really mean anything. Like, oh, okay, that guy must be living in Tanzania, representing UNDP. What is that guy doing? Marketing director is a little bit more easier to understand what I'm running around about. But if we can, as UNDP, become a very good campaign manager, not political way, but campaign manager for university, and marketing director for Mzumbe University. And as a result, you feel that your curriculum got better, your students are more excited, and you see something concrete happening. For the future of Tanzania, that will be the great success case for UNDP, not only here, but also into the future. So this is a partnership agreement, and we're very honored, and we'd like to thank Mzumbe universities for choosing us. And we look forward to coming back here more often with different strands of our collaboration and really working with you to make tangible differences for the Mzumbe University. I think Tanzania has so much opportunities, talking about marketing directors. I kept talking about this, but I know I must finish because 20 minutes is going fast. But I keep talking to everybody, including our friends in Tanzania. In the next 10 years, Tanzania's economy will double the size. In 12 to 13 years, Tanzania would reach 100 million population, young, energetic. In doing so, on average, Tanzania would even move into middle income, even deeper. And that means Tanzania would start to generate more and more and more resources from within. The days of ODAs are gone. We're going into investment. We're going into business driven by Tanzania, for Tanzanians, of Tanzanians. And if our wishful projection is correct, because I'm not talking UNDP numbers, but IMF numbers. It also depends on how our northern neighbor would do, but there's a probability, or there's a high likelihood, or good possibility that Tanzania would become the largest economy in East Africa with 100 million population, with very young, I think 2/3 of the population is below 35 years of age or something like that. I'll be surprised if we don't find opportunity in that kind of strong growth. And Tanzania is great on its own, but of course we know we have gateway. We are gateway to East Africa and Southern Africa. You come to Tanzania, you can access from Somalia to Cape Town. And not only that, our leadership, I followed Prime Minister to Japan, Foreign Minister to Japan. But then President went to India, Indonesia, Korea, and China. And out of top 5 investors Tanzania, 3 are coming from the East already. Who are they? China, India, and Mauritius. And I think leadership knows where Tanzania's future lies, looking at where they're visiting. That is the next 10 years of Tanzania. And for Tanzania to grow, the real next generation talents, of course, we know education takes time. It takes 10 years. If we want to have the right kind of leadership, young leaders, ready to pull the new value addition economy, in 10 years' time, we must start working on it now. We must start investing in the future now. And if we start to work together and do things slightly different ways, I think 10 years come, people look back at what we have done together, then I'm sure people would really appreciate the foresight you have about what kind of future we are waiting for and what kind of talents we need and how university needs to play a continuously active role, but slightly in different ways of engaging with business, with private sector, with the whole society. If we could be a part of that journey, I'm sure that will be one of the major achievements of UNDP in Tanzania, because we'll be creating a future together. So, sorry I skipped almost all my talking points given to my staff, but I think I covered most of the things. We work on sustainable financing instruments. We work on research policy solutions. We work on digital and innovation. We work on capacity development, student engagement. Do we have any UNDP ambassadors in this university? Oh, here you are. So please stand. We are reaching out to universities. Out of 1,500 applicants, we chose 35 UNDP student ambassadors, and 2 comes from Mzumbe University. So congratulations, it's achievement on its own, but we will be in touch with your students so that we will continue to engage and support students understanding, getting access to those broader capacities. And we work together on partnership resource mobilization. Last but not least, we continue to work on talent development, capacity development. So everything said and done, now probably you start to understand why we made a point of coming here and signing this MOU specific for Mzumbe University. I'm sure more universities will follow this path because we are really sharing the same future vision with lots of academia, and I'm so impressed and encouraged by the positive reaction we're getting. But you will lead the way. We will lead the way in getting concrete things going, demonstrating what values we can create by working together. So I'd like to thank you for bringing us on board, and thank you for your trust and confidence. And we look forward to staying in touch with you very closely to become your good marketing director, campaign manager, investment promoter, career advisor, advocate for youth, in whatever way we may be useful to realize your vision. So thank you very much again.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Shigeki K, for such wonderful remarks. In Mzumbe University, we only believe in one thing. One of our key strengths that we are proud of is getting things done. And not only getting things done and very fast. So I think we're going to be a very trusted partner in this project. And before you know it, we'll be generating a lot of money from the project and from Mzumbe University and the UNDP. So may we give him a very good round of applause again. If we had those small glasses, we would say this one deserves a cheers, Gambe. Now, may I take this opportunity to invite our Acting Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic Research and Consultancy, Dr. Ida, for a vote of thanks. Thereafter, we will continue with the photo session and then perhaps some informal talks, especially with Emmanuel and your team, regarding the money. That is very important.
Thank you so much. UNDP Residence Representative, Mr. Shigeki, Acting Vice Chancellor in DVC Planning, Finance and Administration, Professor Rangia Moshi, UNDP members present, Mzumbe University Management members present, media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity on behalf of the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic Research and Consultants, to give a vote of thanks. Mzumbe University is proud to finalize the MOU that has been just signed and we have all observed here. We thank you so much for that. And the signing of this MOU is just a crucial step for our journey, for our collaboration between Mzumbe University and the UNDP. We can say this is a strategic collaboration between Mzumbe University and the UNDP. So we thank you, the leadership and the technical, the expertise from both institutions, Mzumbe University and the UNDP, who have facilitated the development of the MOU and also the signing ceremony for the MOU. We hope that signing of the MOU will open up many other opportunities, as we have just heard from UNDP residence representative, but also from our Vice Chancellor. So we thank you so much. And again, for UNDP, we really appreciate and thank you for allowing us to collaborate with you, for the trust that you have, but also for formalizing our relationship. So thank you so much for this. And we pray that we will successfully implement our MOU, and it will also open up many other opportunities between us. So with those few words, we thank you so much. Asante.
Asante sana, Dr. Ida, for the vote of thanks. As Mr. Shigek said in the beginning, this event is going so fast, I can't believe now we've come to an end of the event. So this was very quick. So just one announcement. We are breaking for photo session outside as the main entry. And our head of communication and marketing will lead us on that. Our chief guest, thank you very much for coming. We thank you, Mr. Shigeki, for coming to Mzumbe. This is now your third time. And again, we will welcome you perhaps now to talk to the young people and the students regarding talents development, talents management, and everything, so that we also realize our university vision to become the leading institution in management and allied sciences with global context, which again in our mission is reflected, innovation. So thank you so much. Dear members of the management, thank you, and this concludes today's events. May we give ourselves a very good round of applause. Head of Communication and Marketing, back to you, please. There will also be some interviews outside with the Vice Chancellor, but again with you, Mr. Shigeki, the media will also to have some media interviews that will follow next. Thank you.